Hey guys, we're checking out Session Percussionist by Native Instruments. Now, this is not going to be a deep dive, but I'm going to show you what's included, and we're going to check some of the presets and sounds and the instruments. So let's dive into this. Right, so let's go through the different sections and different things that you can find in this Kontakt library that can actually run also on the free Kontakt player. So first of all, I'm going to take you back into Kontakt. So if you load this in Kontakt in the library, you'll see that we have a drop down right here. So this will show you all the banks that are available, and we have 1 player, 2 player, up to 5 players. So what that means is that when we're selecting any of those banks, you'll see just the presets from that bank. And I'm gonna just select, let's go with the first one and see what we've got. So we have 2 players. So once this is loaded, we'll see that our keyboard is split into 2 sections for each of the players, of course. And so let's see how that looks. So once the patch is loaded, you will see that we have color-coded key switches, and we have up to 5 different players or 5 different instruments. And you can see the C1 onwards is the go-go, then we have C2 onwards, that's the shaker, and we have other slots ready for us, and we'll check the other patches with more players. Now, you have a legend for this. If we go to the top right, you'll see this question mark, click that, and for this particular patch, you'll see that we have the global octave and patterns right here on the left, starting from C0. And these are the green ones. Then we have patterns with red and signal shots and rolls, and it goes on. And so right now I can just try some of the patterns in green. And you can definitely see that we are playing both of these instruments together. And if you want to control this and just play one of those yourself, so you can program the MIDI just to work on one of them or both. So let's go with C1. And then we have the single shots in purple. Right, and you can definitely program this yourself without the patterns. We also have rolls. Some of them will be more pronounced, some of them will be subtle. It really depends on the instrument. So let me show you some more stuff. Let's try some more patches. So this is a 5-player patch. And you can see that we have different instruments, but I'm saying 5 players because you can actually have different players playing the same instrument. So I can have 2 shakers or maybe 2 claves and so on. But let's have a quick listen to some of the patterns here. Now, if you want to change any of the instruments for any of the players, just click the title. So I'm going to just replace this shaker, and you'll see a whole lot of choices, and you can just select any of those and you'll have a quick preview. So let's try, instead of shaker, go with the, I'm going to go with the tambourine. So selecting that, and then you'll see that you have a lot of different playing styles or instruments for that one. So I'm going to try this. Double click and it's loaded, and now we have the tambourine instead of the shaker. So this is, in a nutshell, the main page, the main view, but we also have an editor and we have the mixer. So now we are actually editing the C1 key switch. and you can see that right here on the top. And if I'll just select the next one, you will see the patterns and articulations for that key. And you can definitely build your own sequences and build your own articulations and program this yourself. I'm not going into that in this video, but you get the idea. So let's go back to C1 and see exactly what else we have. So first of all, on the top, we have different views. We have the articulation, we have the velocity, we have timing, and we have flams. So let's go back to articulations. And here you can just build those. Right now, we only have one option here, just the clav. And I can add more just steps. And of course, we have the grid, which I can actually edit here. I'm not going to do that right now. And we also have this little triangle here to trim down. So you can see that there's a lot of things you can do. Now let's go and try something else. Let's go into the tambourine, C2. And here you can see a lot more articulation. So we have shaking forward and backwards and accent and single hit and rolls. So I can add that one here. And let's just trim it all the way and have a quick listen. And I can replace this accent with a single hit. Just gonna go and remove it, put it here, and I can add more stuff like so. Right, and if we want to have both of these bars, so that's basically how you can create those articulation. Now, if we'll go into velocity, you can definitely change the velocities and play with that. And something else that you can do, by the way, is on the left side, you'll see that you can control all of those sequences together, and you can just do this and just get them closer. And we have just tilting and randomizing, and also just going from the upper limit or the bottom limit, and so on. So there's a lot of things that you can do here with the velocity. We also have timing, which you can control laid back or herring things forward. We also have the flams that you can control here. And let's have a listen. All right, let's try another one. So I can go into the wood block and let's have a listen. And we have the cajon. Right, and I can just select that and change those right here. And we have the grid view. I can click this plus here and add more steps. Let's add more, and so on. So I can just, again, trim this so we'll get a sense of what's happening. Right, things like that. Right, let's try this patch. So here you can see, again, we have 5 players, and we have the agogo, we have cajon, we have shaker, bar chimes, and bongos. And I can play the entire ensemble with the green keys right here. Now on the right bottom side, you can see that we have some more controls. We have the humanize and we have swing. We also have shift of some ticks backwards and forward. So it's up to you to just adjust how things are on the grid. But we also have something else on the top, right? You'll see we have this articulation filter, and this is just a simple filter, high pass and low pass. Now let's get a quick look at the mixer. So I have to stop for a second and just appreciate the user interface design. Have a look at that. Everything is just in its right place, proportional and easy to understand. So we have, for each of the players, we have the timing and tuning and stereo spreading here, also doubling, and we have the placement in the space, which is really important when you have just an ensemble and you have different players playing together. So you can just position each of those players in different corner, like so, very easy. And then of course we have some different effects like a compressor, EQ, reverb, and delay. I don't think we need anything else. If you do need anything else for some creative ideas, just, add your own plugins. And of course, we also have the volume. We have solo and mute for each one. So it's really easy to use and very, very useful. By the way, on the top left corner, you will see the preset browser and a dice for randomization. Let's start with the dice. So you just click that and you will get just different articulations, different players, different instruments. Lots of fun. Let's try. Now in the preset browser, you'll see that we have different categories, different genres, playing styles, but also on the top, you'll see that we have the maximum number of players. So you can limit this to up to 3, 2, 4, whatever you're looking for. And then you'll see the list of patches. And of course, let's try some of them. And so with that, let's finish with some more examples of the presets. And of course, if you have any questions or anything, just leave comments below this video. And I'll see you guys in the next videos. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of videos on different virtual instruments and plugins, and I'm adding new videos all the time. So if you have any specific requests, also let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.